In a sentence, we have a rule called agreement. What that means is the subject of the sentence and the verb are in harmony. It really comes down to numbers. So the first thing we have to look at is the subject of the sentence. That's the doer of the action. If the simple subject of the sentence represents only one person or one entity, then we say it is singular. If the subject of the sentence represents more than one person or entity, then we say it is plural. Then we take a look at the verb, which is the action or state of being in the sentence. The form of the verb depends upon the subject and whether it is singular, one, or plural, more than one. This seems logical and easy, but it does get a little tricky. Here's a sample of a singular subject and the appropriate verb. The golden retriever enjoys chasing the tennis ball. The subject of the sentence, golden retriever, refers to only one dog. Therefore, it is singular and the verb enjoys is the appropriate form. So think of the appropriate verb form if I change the subject. The two dogs blank chasing the tennis ball. If you drop the S and said enjoy, then you understand the basics of subject-verb agreement. Try another. Marion's friends blank at the bridge after school every day. Since the subject, friends, is plural, then the correct verb is meet. Try one more before we go on. Children blank instruction on buckling seatbelts. The subject, children, represents more than one individual, so the correct verb is need. Okay, so I'm assuming most of you had no problem with those sentences. You probably selected the correct verb based on what you've heard growing up and learning the language. Now let's raise the bar a little and take a look at compound subjects. When two or more words that are connected by the words and, or, nor act as the subject of a sentence, we call that a compound subject. Let's look at the easy rule first. If the words in the subject are joined by the word and, then the subject takes a plural verb. Here are two examples. Lauren and Brian were class officers last year. The Pearl and the Grapes of Wrath are two popular novels by John Steinbeck. One way to test for a plural subject is to use the pronoun they. If you can logically substitute the subject with the pronoun they, then the subject is plural. Then just select your verb accordingly. There is one exception to this rule, however. When the parts of a compound subject are considered as one entity or they refer to the same thing, then a singular verb is used. Here's an example. Lydia's sister and best friend is her maid of honor for her wedding. So in this sentence, sister and friend are referring to the same person, requiring a singular verb. Here's another. The architect and builder for the new home was going to hire a landscaper for the house he just finished. Architect and builder also refer to the same person, so they too take a singular verb. You may see this rule in reference to food as well. Two food items that are typically served together may be considered one unit, as in the following sentences. Macaroni and cheese seems to be the new comfort food. Rice and beans is served as a side dish with every entree. The next two rules address problems that students often have with agreement when using the words or and nor. I'll explain the rules and give examples, then I'll show you a shortcut that can help you avoid any trouble. Here's the first rule. Singular subjects joined by or nor take a singular verb. Take a look at these sentences. Ms. Phelps or Mr. Lanston is the club advisor. Neither the child nor her brother wants to walk home. In each sentence, the compound subject is composed of two singular words. Let me tell you the next rule before I show you the shortcut. When a singular subject and a plural subject are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. In this rule, placement of the subject in relation to the verb is the key factor. Look at the rule again. When a singular subject and a plural subject are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Take a look at these examples. Neither the teacher nor her students want to use a snow day before December. Neither her students nor the teacher wants to use a snow day before December. In these examples, the nearer word in the compound subject determines which verb form to use. Okay, now here's the trick. If you have a singular subject and a plural subject joined by or nor, try starting the sentence after the word or nor. Just pretend anything before the second subject doesn't exist. In that way, you're focusing only on the subject that is nearer to the verb. That will just simplify the sentence. Let's apply the trick. Neither the math problems nor the essay blank due tomorrow. If you begin reading the sentence after the word nor, then you can see that you need the singular verb is. Try another. Either John or his sisters blank going to the fair this evening. If you begin reading the sentence after the word or, then you can see that you need the plural verb are. So in review, subject-verb agreement focuses on number. For simple subjects, determine which word is the subject of the sentence, then recognize it as referring to one entity, making it singular, or more than one entity, making it plural. Then just choose the appropriate verb. With compound subjects, look at the connecting word. If it's the word and, then the subject is plural, except when the compound subjects refer to the same person or thing. If the connecting word is or nor, then choose the verb based on the nearer subject.